Alright, team members, I am now going to be showing you how we load up our photos onto our Facebook page in order to do it as quickly as possible while also attempting to avoid Facebook jail. So I'm going to go over to Google Chrome, which I already have us logged into our page, and I'm going to click on Photos and Albums, and I'm going to head over, let's start off with Randy's. Alright, inside the Randy's, I know I already have 3 folders worth of Randy's, so I'm going to actually make 3 tabs right off at the bat, which will make it easier in the long term for me to be able to load up the photos because I already have it all ready. I'm going to go over to the first tab again, and I'm going to click on Add Photos. Alright, now I'm going to head over to our Facebook folder. I'm going to hit on the Lularoe, and I'm going to hit on Randy, which as you see, I have 3 different ones. Now you want to choose the smallest sizes first, because I go from left to right with my tabs, and I'm going to load them up from left to right. So if you want the smaller sizes first, you want to be able to click on those items first. Alright, so I'm going to open up this file, and since we already used that alphabetical order, okay, I'm going to make sure that the A's are up at top, and I am going to select all the items and hit open. Now, this is not going to actually publish them. All right, in Google Chrome, this does not publish them when you hit open. It actually prepares them to be published. So if you'll notice on the bottom left corner, there's a little button that says post. Once all these items are in fact loaded up and ready to go, this post button will actually then become a dark blue to allow you to post at that time. Now, how does this help us with the loading up of photos? You can prepare as many tabs as you want prior to the sale. So, when it comes time for the sale, you can literally have every single item in your entire inventory already preloaded. And all you'll have to do is push the post button. Inside of here, you can also write down comments on each individual photo. So if I was to want to say that this is black and navy, I would say black and navy. And I could do this for as many of the photos as I would seem fit. Now you'll notice all these photos are now ready to be posted, which is why this post button has now become activated. But I am not going to do that yet. I'm waiting until the party actually starts. I oftentimes set these tabs up 3 to 4 hours before the party even starts. So when it comes time for the party, it is a simple post button, and that's all I have to do. So let me now head over to the next tab. I'm going to add photos, which it will now go back to the last folder we used. So I'm going to go back to Randy, and now I'm going to choose the mediums. If you notice, it is already in alphabetical order. So I'm going to choose all of these and hit open. This does not affect the first tab. The first tab with the extra smalls going all the way up to the smalls is still ready to be published. So now I'm just loading up the next tab. Now, I do this for all the items individually, and I usually keep each window for just one product line. So these will be all of my Randy's. Once I fill out all 3 tabs, I will close this and I will open up a whole new window. This way, whenever I'm posting, I don't accidentally mix anything up and go to the wrong file. I have them all in a row. The thing that I want to avoid is having so many tabs up the top that you can't tell which one is which. Alright, so right now, as you can see, it is still uploading photos. But I believe, yep, so now it is done. So I am going to go over to the last tab. And I am going to go back to Randy. And now all we have left is the large, extra large, and 3XL category. Now the important thing is when you actually get to the time where you're going to be posting, you want to make sure you do these in order, because although if you saw the other video you have them all alphabetized, if you press post on this one first and then go to the smalls, it will not alphabetize it on Facebook for you. Okay, so you have to actually hit them in the proper order. So when it comes time to post the Randy's at the party, I'm going to start off with the tab 1, post it, Once that finishes posting, I will move on to the next tab to post this one. And once that clears, I would finish off the Randys by going to the final screen and posting this one. Now, this helps you because of the fact that when it comes time to post these, what I normally do is I actually have a stopwatch and I count down for 1 full minute. So once I post the first tab, once it actually posts, I will start my stopwatch for 1 minute. Once the stopwatch goes off, I will then move on to the next tab and I will post that one and restart the timer for 1 minute. This, especially since if you watch the other video, you organize it so this way each folder is between 45 and 48 photos. This will keep you out of Facebook jail in the fact that you will not be overloading by posting too much at one time. Okay, this breaks it up rather nicely and you don't have to worry about accidentally loading up too many photos. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a new window. And I will have to go back to Facebook, which I can actually use that link that I had already used. This does bring me to the Randy, but I'm just going to have to go backwards to our photos again. And go back to our albums. And now I'm going to move on to the Classic T. This, again, I have, which I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste it into a new tab. And paste it into a new tab. So now I have 3 tabs for the Classic T, and I'm going to do the same exact process as I did for the Randys. I'm going to add photos, and I am going to choose Lularoe 21 folders, Classic T, open that up, choose the smallest size, open that up, and choose my first set of photos. Now I did notice I have the wrong sizing chart in here, so I'm going to have to fix that. But if I hit open, same process with the Randy T's. I am now preloading all of the classics prior to the sale. So when it comes time for the actual party, I can choose classics, I can choose Randys. The Randys are in fact still preloaded over here. So it gets rid of all of this last minute rushing around right before the party to the point where when it comes to the party time, you're really just hitting the button post. And if you're counting down with that stopwatch or timer or whatever you want to use, you can even use a cooking timer for 1 minute. If you're waiting every minute loading up the next tab, you should be able to avoid Facebook jail. Now this has allowed us to do 45 pictures every minute. So with 450 photos, you can post it within 10 minutes, which is a lot quicker than possibly using an iPad and trying to load them all up and moving them around and shifting them. I can shift them around here prior to actually making them active. So if you have some similar styles that you want to put next to each other so people can tell the difference, you can move them and make sure they're right next to each other before you even start. And that is all. If you have any questions, please let us know. Thank you.